Howdy friends, Ryan McCaffrey here, Jared Petty there. This is IGN, and Jared, PlayStation 4.5 aka Neo has been sort of all but confirmed through many leaks. But what about Microsoft? It turns out the dam has seemingly broken on the rumors there. Our friends at Kotaku breaking a big story, citing multiple sources. There will be 2 Xboxes in the next 2 years, it seems. A Slim this year, which I very much expected, and then that 1.5, that's that higher powered Xbox One next year. What do we know about this?
Okay, well, here's what we know through rumor and innuendo, but it seems pretty trustworthy at this point. A Slim, breaking now. This Slim will not be more powerful than the current Xbox. It's simply going to be an Xbox One in a smaller form factor. 40% smaller with a larger hard drive, probably 2 terabytes, they're saying. So we're going to get that this year. Then
I really hope it has an internal power supply and not the big brick again.
Yeah, and I don't think we've heard anything about that one way or the other.
Specific
okay,
yet,
so yeah, we have a Slim Xbox. Then next year, a higher powered 4K version of our Xbox with an accelerated GPU.
Codenamed Scorpio.
Nah. And there's some questions about whether or not the bus is actually going to be accelerated on that.
Yeah, apparently the sources say right now the I/O is the same, which could lead to longer load times because those higher texture assets, higher resolution textures. Let me try that again. Would take longer to load because they're larger file sizes.
So we have an Xbox, and then we have what amounts to a brand new piece of hardware, and that's what we're going to see next year. That's what we're hearing. And that piece may we don't know this, be compatible with the Oculus Rift somehow.
Evidently, Microsoft is in discussions with Oculus. Of course, the two of them already have a sort of a soft partnership. They hang out on weekends occasionally. Of course, there's a theater mode for Xbox games through Windows via Oculus. You're in a virtual theater. And then, of course, Microsoft, the Xbox One controller is bundled with every single Oculus Rift.
Right, so a couple of questions that come out of this. You know, obviously this is a leak. This was not the press plan, most likely. So now we have a Slim coming out, but we know something better's on the horizon. So
why should I buy a Slim?
Why should I buy a Slim? Will that change their marketing plans? You know, that maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I fully expect the Slim to be cheaper.
Yeah.
That's going to drive a price drop because the hardware gets. That's just how it always works with game consoles.
Yeah.
The longer they go, the cheaper they can manufacture them.
But it's kind of a 32X Saturn situation. There's something new, but we know something better is about to come out, so do you want to grab it? Second question, and this is something that's really got me wondering, how does this fit into Microsoft's whole Windows 10 software as a service strategy? Because this upgraded Xbox very well could be a step closer to that whole unified Windows 10 universe.
And evidently this is codenamed Project Helix within Microsoft, an effort to unify those. I'm helixing my hands
look at that. All right.
To unify the Xbox and the Windows ecosystems into one thing. So.
Which is really good for Microsoft in terms of creating a kind of a wonderful, for them, combination of Steam and iPhone Store and the window and the consoles, the store that already exists on console, putting all those together. Why can't I think of the name of the Microsoft Store? I don't know. Anyway, the three of those together.
So yes, we're going to actually be chatting a lot more about this, analyzing the heck out of this on this week's episode of Podcast Unlocked, the world's #1 Xbox podcast. That's episode 247, so look for that. I think we're going to annotate it right here, or you can find it on iTunes or YouTube. So for much more on all things Xbox, keep it tuned right here to IGN.